What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today's Wednesday, October 29th. Now in today's dog video, we're going to be addressing the rate cut that's going to be announced as early as this morning. Yes, the federal rate cut could be 25 basis point, and this is going to happen within the next hour or so by the time I'm uploading this video. But also we have to talk about the potential of quantitative easing. Quantitative easing, if you know, is very bullish for the market. And we're going to talk about that, and also how big hedge funds are actually positioning themselves, buying these dips, almost giving a hint to retail that the market is getting rally for something that we're not about ready to see, which is a reversal to the upside. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about all the missions that are going on within the dog army and also charting and analysis. Smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X, and please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email. So please be careful and invest safely. Guys, girls, let's get right into it. Now, as of right now, dog Bitcoin is still at 173 million market cap. Now, when we're looking at the memecoin sector, nothing's really pumping, nothing's really dumping. I think the only thing that's really pumping is the official Trump token, which is up 17%. But other than that, nothing's really changing, nothing's really moving. It's just staying silent, waiting for this quantitative easing or even a Fed rate cut announcement. Now, let's look at Bitcoin's price. It dropped even further down to 111,000 per Bitcoin, down 3%. Again, it's actually quite surprising that dog Bitcoin hasn't dipped as much compared to Bitcoin's price. Now, this is what's going to happen at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is that the FOMC meeting is going to announce potentially a 25 base point rate cut given the limited data they actually have because of the government shutdown. Well, regardless of what's happening, I see that Michael Saylor predicts still that Bitcoin is going to hit $150,000 by the end of this year. We're already in October, about to head into November, but that's what he says. And also, Crypto Rover says the Federal Reserve reverse repo facility is collapsing. So he's expecting an aggressive quantitative easing and money printing to begin. Now keep in mind, Crypto Rover is an influencer, and most of the content that he does post is kind of cringy, meaning some of the things that I think he posts is not exactly accurate, but I did more research into that. So Quinn Thompson said that the FOMC meeting today has arrived where, per usual, we will not learn anything new from Powell. The Fed's end to quantitative tightening, if you don't know what quantitative tightening is, it's when money is taken out of the system within the United States. Quantitative easing allows more money to funnel back into the system, meaning the markets, crypto, and all that stuff. So quantitative easing could end and has already been leaked to the big bank strategists and also to the Wall Street Journal. So this is actually quite interesting that he's leaking this information. This is what he's sharing his perspective. But it's not only that. Tom Lee, who you know is part of BitMine, that's been buying a ton of Ethereum, says that quantitative tightening potentially ending by Wednesday, given the FOMC rate cut that could happen as earlier today. Now, we need to know that BitMine is buying the dip. They bought over $135 million worth of Ethereum just today. That's 33,000 Ethereum. So you got to pay attention to what people are doing, not what they're saying. Even a leverage trader who has a 100% win rate, by the way, closes their Ethereum 5x long position. So they had around $1.63 million in profit, but still have a 10x long on their sole position. So that's actually quite interesting that this person is still holding their position, just seeing what's going to happen with today's rate cut. Now, I want to talk about Coinbase. Now, a lot of you have been wondering what's going on with Coinbase. Are they going to list dog for spot trading? I just want you to know I really appreciate your support because I'm the second highest reach within the Coinbase ecosystem. I'm surpassing Jesse, even Emily Choi. These are major roles within the company. Who knows, maybe I could surpass Brian Armstrong himself. But nonetheless, because my reach is so broad within Coinbase, you're allowing dog to garner more eyes and attention within the Coinbase ecosystem, which I really appreciate. Not only that, I just want you to know that Kai Trump, who is one of the nieces of Donald Trump, just posted a specific video using the Krak app. If you don't know, Krak app is an app where people can send funds and receive funds, which, by the way, this is associated with Kraken Exchange, easily on their mobile app. And so she did a little demonstration sending $100, receiving $100. And so I said, hey, would you like us to send you dog via the Krak app? So if you could just interact with this post, it'd be much appreciated. We even have Krak responding to that post as well. It'd be nice to have her respond to the dog army. I think that'd be very positive. Now let's look into charting analysis. As I mentioned before, within the MACD, you are seeing that right now we are starting a reversal to the upside ever since August. Even though you're seeing the price of dog go down ever since August, you're actually seeing weakening selling pressure and more buyers, believe it or not. This is just what the data is telling me. And we only are 92 days in this bear market compared to the previous bear market, which is 102 days. So this is really nothing. So pay attention. I see that everything's kind of pumping right now as we speak. But right now, I'm very bullish around dog. And I think that given the rate cut and quantitative easing just around the corner, this is very bullish for markets. But will the market react? I don't exactly know, because there's a lot of market manipulation. And every single time that we've actually seen that we've gotten good news, if it's a September rate cut or maybe deals going on with China that have actually been solidified, I haven't seen the market react in a positive way. So maybe this could be the chance where things actually change. Who knows? But maybe not. I just want to hear your thoughts down below on what you think is going to happen to dog and to Bitcoin after today's FOMC meeting, and is there going to be quantitative easing? Either way, I just want to keep you updated as much as possible, and of course, I will update you tomorrow. So please support the channel by smashing that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X to receive all of our alpha calls and updates regarding Dog on the Moon. Till then, see you guys girls next time.